Hey, good morning, guys. It's eBay's and bacon. Oh my gosh, if it wasn't for eBay's and bacon, I would be totally asleep right now. Hang on, because I know YouTube is about to start playing here, like in 2 seconds. I caught it. I caught it. Yeah. Okay, so this morning, I know everybody's about to go out garage selling and stuff, so I'm not going to make this really super long today, but I do want to let people, if they're going to watch, to get a chance to kind of usher in, because it kind of takes like 5 or 6 minutes for people to get notifications if they're gonna watch live, and that's totally up to you. I just don't like to be 3/4 the way through my statement, and then it's like, okay, show's over, bye, and the people like just showed up. So but you can tell from my voice and you can tell from my eyes, like I'm still really tired, but because of this and because of the challenge that we started yesterday, and I say we because there has been an amazing amount of support for the setting small goals um, challenge that I put on, of just trying to change a mindset of, and I just said this to Tanya, Thrifty Treasures, that when I change my mindset, a lot of, you know, a lot of things are going to change for me. And I think whenever you have this mindset that's like, I never finish my goals. I don't ever, I don't ever really accomplish anything, or I have said probably over 20 times in the past 2 years on YouTube that I am inefficient and I am unproductive. And when you, and I'm unorganized. And when you keep telling yourself these things, I'm inefficient, I'm unorganized, and I'm unproductive. Well, why would you be surprised when you wake up tomorrow and you're inefficient, unorganized, and unproductive? And it's like, what do you think what do you think is gonna happen if you keep, telling yourself these kind of really negative things about yourself? So I'm really, really trying to change a mindset and change not just that, but the actual action that goes along with it. So it's not about the goal that you set yesterday, right? It's not about whether or not you said, and some people set lofty goals, and I really was hoping that they wouldn't, but hey, that's on them. That's their life. That's what they think is small, right? So, I really wanted the goals to just be small, because it's not about actually meeting the goal. Like, it's not actually about meeting the individual goal. It was about actually completing a goal, if that makes sense. It wasn't about setting a goal of, um, you know, I'm gonna run a 5K. It was about completing a process of saying, I'm going to get up every day, put on my jogging pants, and go down the street every day. This, my brain's still waking up, but you understand like what I'm meant by that? Like, I really was just trying to establish a habit of completion, because whenever you're over and over and over again, you're just constantly letting yourself down. I've let myself down multiple times, probably every month, because I'm like, I want to do this. And it's like, I didn't do anything. Yay. So when you get into the habit of kind of letting yourself down, you get used to it. You don't hold yourself accountable anymore. You're no longer responsible for your actions, because, well, you never really follow through on anything anyway. So this time wasn't really any different, right? Like, okay, yeah, I set a goal yesterday that I was gonna clean my house for 15 minutes, and it all sounded really fun and everything, and everybody was really involved and talking, but when it really came around to it, I really just didn't feel like it. And it's no big deal, because I can start another goal tomorrow, right? I think we get really good at starting goals, and we're really bad at finishing them. So that was my intentions of why I said set a small goal. Just something that you can do every day for 10 days. Because it was about finishing. It wasn't about what the goal was. You know, that's why I think I said at one point, if you're set a goal to put eye cream on every night, I'm gonna put on cream so that I don't get wrinkles every night and take care of myself. That's great. You know, it's about consistency. It's not about what the goal actually was. So here I am today, and I got my tennis shoes on. They're laced up, got my tennis shoes on, I'm dressed. Oh, got a little out of the line here. My hair's brushed. So goal number 1. Oh, look at that. Don't get me wrong though. I fought off today. Oh, woo. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna lay here and I'm gonna make affirmations in my head. Today is gonna be a really wonderful. Yeah, don't lay in your bed. Just get up. I had to get up and go put on the coffee maker because it wasn't. We weren't gonna be here right now. So let me check the chat real quick before I get into the topic that I had for today. Let's see. Tanya asked, did you go shopping in your eBay room? Yes, I did. I did go shopping in my eBay room yesterday. I did put up some new listings. I did find something that I was going to send off to Amazon instead of putting on eBay. And then I don't know if you can actually see. I'll probably have better bandwidth if I turn that video off, huh? If you can see, I actually have some empty space starting to form here. It's starting to form, and then behind these clothes is, oh, you can't see, up there is actually some empty space as well. So we have empty space forming, and it will be getting quite more significant. I would predict that 2 more shelves will be empty today. That'll be gone. Those sold yesterday within 30 minutes of listing, so they didn't even make it outside yet. Oh, I gotta get Patrick today to redo the inventory outside because I put out a bin that was in my kitchen, but whenever I was doing my cleanup, I clean my sink and clean my counters off, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this inventory like out of my kitchen. I had like listed stuff in my kitchen, so I just kind of threw it out on the, well, not threw it out, but I just put it out on the patio, because, you know, progress, not perfection, folks, you know, progress, not perfection. Put it outside on the patio, and then my husband and my daughter were like, there's a possum on your stuff. It's not any soft items or anything that's going to be affected, but there was a little baby possum, and I couldn't do anything about it because where there's babies, there's mean, evil, bite your face off mama possums. So I just left it. I tried to like knock on the door, but you know how possums are? Like, I mean, if they get scared, they just go to sleep. So that's not going to do me any good. It's not like it's going to scare them off. So I just watched it, and eventually it just traipsed, you know, out the patio. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Walmart and get some new locking tubs. I just bought 9. I don't know where they went. Like, I just bought 9. They poof disappeared. I bought 9 week before last. So yeah, I guess I'll have to go buy some more. Let me check the chat again, and then I'll get into my little topic. I have seen your progress of your journey. Keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes, that is true. I haven't seen you in a while, Turtle Trader. Or maybe I haven't noticed. I'm sorry if you've been around and I haven't noticed. let's see, I guess, oh, Pittsburgh Mike says that half of his office is a man cave. So it's decorated in Pittsburgh sports decoration. And then the other half is his office. So it's actually really, really awesome. So that's awesome. And that's one of the topics I'm going to talk about your office. Tanya said, can I challenge you to list those jackets and blazers, or Malcolm might want to wear one? Yeah, I'm going to get those listed. The problem that I had was that I had no place to put the mannequin. So and the mannequin that I have doesn't have a stand. So I'm waiting on my mannequin to come back that Patrick has, that he used for his pageant stuff. So hey, it's Mad Main. Hi. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the topic, because I don't want this to go really, really long. You know, I'm not trying to have a 2-hour video and be like, all I did today was shoot a show on YouTube. Yay. All right. So last night I was thinking about this, and because I had talked with somebody, it actually came from a topic that I was discussing with somebody that had responded to the challenge yesterday, and that the video, that she had a really hard time because she felt like she was really alone in this business, that she, you know, was a parent and works at night or something like that, and then during the day she watches the kids, and or her child, I don't know how many, we didn't get specific, and that she felt like, you know, that she was very confined and kind of alone. And I said, yeah, you know, this business can be very what's the word, make you very secluded and be very isolated. And I don't know why, but for some reason, with the business that we have and as much freedom as we have in control of our time, because we run our own business, why we lock ourselves in our offices. And, you know, and so it kind of gave me this idea of, well, have we really made our office kind of like a prison cell, you know, where it's like, oh, you don't really want to go in there, you know, it's not really a place you want to be. You'd much rather be somewhere else, you know. So I was like, you know, I kind of wanted to challenge myself and anybody else to maybe over the course of the next week, if you're feeling really isolated, if that's something that connects with you, and you're feeling, you know, like, and it really is something that I hear all the time, that doing eBay is isolating and lonely. And it can be if you let it be. You know, I hang out with other resellers and hangouts. Yes, it's not the same thing as being in an office. No, it's not the same thing as going to lunch with your friends, but it's dang better than sitting here by my dang self, all alone in my office with my dog, like listing, talking to nobody. So, yeah. So what I decided to challenge myself, and, you know, you guys too, if you wanted to participate, was maybe next week or over the course of the weekend, or any time that you're working and you really have the flexibility, like maybe when you're not shooting photos or you're not, you know, to kind of take your laptop if you can, or your phone or tablet, or, you know, mobile device, and go work on a patio somewhere. Go work. In Austin, we have some parks that have Wi-Fi. Go to Starbucks and sit outside, you know, on the benches, or even just go outside of your house and just sit outside. Because we can really just get into this little space and we don't get out of it, and we don't do anything out of it, and it just gets to the point where you're kind of feeling like you're spending your time in jail, in solitary confinement. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, and that was with what Pittsburgh Mike was bringing up, that he had his office decorated, was decorate your office. I've been slowly working on it. Right now it is still very industrial, like wire shelving. But I do have a painting that I painted. It is, if I can show it to you. Oh, oh, get out of the way, text tag. I can't. There, you can see part of it. It's right there. But I do have a painting that I painted and some pictures that my daughter has drawn me, and little things that I've collected up there, and pictures of my family and things like that. And would I love to have one of those really great IKEA offices? Yes, I would. Do I have one of those? No, I don't. So I work with what I got. So, all right. Next thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I brought this up yesterday. With a stay-at-home mom who said that she felt really down in the dumps. It's not her exact words. I didn't like read it word for, like, I don't have it quoted right here, but that she was kind of down in the dumps and she didn't feel very motivated and this and that. And I made the suggestion, and I got to thinking about it, and I really hope she didn't take it like sexist. But I told her that I challenged her to wear some red lipstick. Okay, here's the reason why. She said that she had 4 kids and that she was a stay-at-home mom. And I know how being a stay-at-home mom is. You wake up, your whole day is making sure your kids don't die, right? That's your day. And I know, like, I only have 1 kid here, and I wasn't getting out of my pajamas or brushing my hair or, you know, even getting out of house shoes or, you know, so I don't know her situation, but when you say you're down in the dumps, I know down in the dumps. So I just assume that she's probably not getting up and curling her hair, you know, and whatever. So I made the suggestion of, why don't you try this, you know, just for a day, put some red lipstick on and some mascara. And it's not about the makeup. It's just something about a process that you're doing something specific for yourself that ends up making you feel different, and it makes you feel better. And the reason why I said red is just because red is just such a it's still, even like in today's standards, it's still like this striking color that, like, I don't even wear red. Like, this is like mauve, you know. But I told her I'd do it with her, you know, if she wanted to do it. But there's just something about the actual process of taking care of yourself that can change the way you feel in the day. And it has a lot to do with why I said I needed to get up and get dressed. And a lot of people, well, some people were like, well, that's the glory part of this job. You know, you get to wear your pajamas. Yeah, but if I'm in my pajamas all day, then I feel like I should be in bed all day. Right? I'm in my pajamas. Like, isn't what they say that about your bedroom, like that you're not supposed to do things in your bedroom that don't belong in your bed? Like watching TV, you know, eating, you know, things that don't belong in your bed because it messes up like the way you think about sleeping. It's the kind of same way with your business. You know, if you're not kind of getting up and getting going for the day, then you don't really get going for the day. You're just kind of, at least for me, you know, and anything that I say out of my mouth is about me. So don't take it personally. And when I say you, I typically mean me anyway. So like, you normally equals me. And so yeah, I hope she didn't take offense to that comment about the lipstick. It wasn't about makeup per se. It was about just taking an opportunity to, you know, feel better. I've been talking for a really long time, and I need to check the chat real quick. Da, 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 da. Okay. Brian said he's waiting on his bacon sandwich. Me too, Brian. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Says I have my husband and son for company, but other than that, I like the solitude because I'm an introvert. I kind of am too. I'm not saying go out and get all people-y. You know, like, I don't really want to hang out with anyone. I just need to get outside of my office, right? Kind of, it's like getting out of a confined space and going out into the free world. I probably won't talk to anybody but the barista, but I'm outside. Okay. Ryan says I need to do more painting, which I do, and that's another topic that I'm going to talk about real quick because I'm going to cut this at about half an hour. Brian said, would the lipstick thing work for me? You know, it just might. You never know. Give it a try. Okay. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, I got all organized, guys, and I'm not even like this, but last night I was gonna go to bed and I was in my bed and look, I wrote out what I was gonna talk about today. Isn't that amazing? Because that's not me, but it is now, apparently. It is now. Yeah, so talked about taking your work outside, even if it's just for an hour, and just getting out of your office, trying to do something that makes you feel better about yourself, whether it's, you know, whatever it might be. If you have something that makes you feel nice, if you've got a pair of shoes you really like, if you've got a shirt you particularly like, but you, for some reason, don't tend to wear because you don't go anywhere, so then what are you going to wear it for? Put it on. You never know how you might feel. Yeah, so I guess that's all I was going to talk about today. Yeah, I had one last thing I was going to talk about, but I'll save it. So yesterday I did really well. I downloaded the Habit Bowl app and it is on my phone. I like it because it is simple. Some of the habit apps that I've downloaded are way too complicated. And I'm like, I'm not trying to learn algebra here. I'm just trying to check off a box. So I downloaded Habit Bowl, which I had before on my tablet, but I didn't have it on my phone. And I checked off my 4 little things yesterday. I did do my cleaning. I did do my activity. I was awake. And what was my 4th one? I have 4. Even though I thought I was supposed to only have 3. Oh yeah, and getting dressed to my shoes. I had clothes on yesterday with shoes. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, so I retched. See, that's a Texas thing. I'm sorry. I retched all my goals. And I reached all my goals. And or I retch my goals. I say retch. I don't know if retch is a word, but I've said retch my whole life. And I know retch is supposed to be like when you throw up in it. But you retch, that is the past tense of reach. Is retch. Let's just change the word. I hit all my goals. You know, you do that when you can't spell the word. You're like, I do not like to procrastinate. Take too long to do things. So we had this huge outpouring of people over on the Facebook group. If you didn't go ahead and post your goal, and this is about, you know, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like I can't make you do it. Thank you for watching the videos, and participating in the chat. But we had a lot of people set goals yesterday. I will go ahead and make a new post today, just talking about, assessing what you did. Did you make the right goal? Do you feel like the goal needs to go down? Do you feel like the goal needs to go up? Do you feel like you need to just scratch that goal, get you a new goal because that goal don't work? Like I said in the beginning, this is not about the actual goal. This is about a feeling and a process of completion. And that's all we're trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Is next week, when I get done, I have all my little tallies off, checked off, and I finished my goals. And that's it. A process of completion. So anyway, I'll go ahead and post the post over on the Pinching Pesos page. I've been talking for a while and I really need to drink some of my coffee and get started for the day because I have pictures of things that I need to list. So I will go ahead and open up a hangout after this if you do want to participate in a hangout. If you've never participated in a hangout, it's just other resellers talking to each other. And sometimes we don't talk to each other at all. Sometimes we're just working and sometimes people are just babbling. You never know. Sometimes there's 2 people. Sometimes there's 8 people. You just never know. So, and it goes back and forth throughout the day. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. I might try to make Saturday an excuse not to wake up at 7:15, but we'll see. We'll see. I thank you guys for coming out and always supporting me. I think I have the most amazing subscribers and viewers and people that just come out and support me in every way possible. So I want to say thank you. And I'll see you guys over on the page where I post the new second day challenge information. My brain still hasn't woken up yet. I have only been awake I did not wake up at 7:15 today. I woke up at 7:35. Well, I woke up at 7:15 and then I convinced myself that I could wake up at 7:35. But I didn't get up any later than 7:35 because I knew I didn't have time. So I got up at 7:35 and I knew I had to be in here. I had this thing in my head. Okay, try not to get emotional because I'm going to get emotional and I need to stop. I had this thing in my head that okay, if I didn't show up today on time at 8 o'clock, like that there was so many people that were going to be disappointed, like that I couldn't let you guys down. Like I couldn't possibly after yesterday come back and say like, oh, the alarm totally didn't go off. Like I couldn't do what I've been doing to myself, which was totally just letting myself down and letting myself be mediocre. And that's what this whole thing is about stopping being mediocre. Stop letting myself accepting like that I'm gonna fail or that I'm not organized enough or that I just don't list fast enough or that I'm just not any of these, whatever you want to insert the box with words. I just kind of wanted to stop being those things because I'm the only person that's letting myself down, right? Whenever I say, I want to do this, and then I don't, well, it's me I let down. So today, I got up for you guys, and but it's about me, right? If that makes sense. So anyway, I didn't mean to get all emotional on you, but this is a process. It's not as simple as I'm trying to make it seem, but it's working. So anyway, I'm going to open this up to a hangout and post it over in the chat, and I'll post it over on the page, and I can really stop crying now because I'm kind of done being emotional. But like my tears kind of build up and then they just keep going after I've like stopped. It's kind of just one of those things. So anyway, all right. I will see you guys later. It's already 8:30. I know you guys are trying to go out to garage sales. So everybody have a really amazing day. I hope you find some really great stuff. Go ahead and post it over in the reseller stew. If you find some amazing things, I want to see them. All right. Have a great day. Love you guys.